I had a dream recently where I was working in a church building. While I didn't recognise it, it felt like somewhere I'd spent a lot of time. There had been a hive of activity that day, people coming and going, and a particular stress around a problem that needed fixing. Someone had dropped the ball, and I needed to act quickly to sort out the issue. But with everything now dealt with and organised, I then found myself on the top floor of the church, waving off the volunteers who'd been there that day. For a moment, I stopped to reflect on and enjoy those who'd said, "I'm really glad that you were here." But then, I quickly found myself staring down a broken staircase, each of the steps some way apart from one another, and their traverse down hampered by the fact that everything was in complete darkness. Even in the places where we are most familiar, life throws up daunting challenges that we don't always know how best to navigate. Times and moments when we can't quite see the way ahead. I'm sure that in situations like these, it's tempting to press ahead regardless, risking our safety and our well-being. But in life, as in the dream, there's always another way and another route through the challenge. There's value in pausing or changing direction. It might not be the quickest route, but it may be the best one. Life can be unpredictable and it offers no guarantees. The lockdown and the pandemic have been stark reminders of that. For all our progress in technological advancements, our way of life was impacted in ways few thought were possible. Yet, in the midst of the 100 days plus of lockdown measures, many of us have found or rediscovered a way of life that's full of joy and full of happiness. I've heard so many parents speaking about how much they've enjoyed the time they got to spend together as families. Friends too have shared the pleasure and joy that comes from sitting in the garden or taking a walk in the park. And personally, I've enjoyed a much simpler way of living. How about you? Is there something new that you've discovered in the past few months? Is there anything you've enjoyed about all the extra time that we've had? The truth is, we all have choices about how we respond to the challenges that life throws up. Pain, suffering, and frustration don't need to be the last words. In trying to make sense of that hazy, disturbing yet comforting dream I had, I've been drawn to the words of Mother Teresa's poem, Life Is. So may you go into this next week to live out your hopes and not your fears, knowing you're held in holy hands by a love that will never let you go. Our hymn today is hymn number 174, God of Great and God of Small.